Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here. Out for a little ride before going into work today. Wanting to give you some updates and experiences that I've been having over the past week or so. It's actually been really hard to get out on rides because it's been so rainy. You know, our springs have a lot of rain to them. But yeah, everything's coming back to life. Grass is growing, trees are blooming up. So yeah, it's looking pretty green around here. First thing I want to talk about is Mercy here. My 2022 Vulcan Voyager. I have had the break-in service done. A little more expensive than I thought it was going to be. It's been so long since I've actually had a bike, you know, worked on in a shop. It's like, holy cow. It was like over $400. Now, granted, you know, it's not just an oil change and checking a couple of things. You know, they go through and check up on a lot of nuts and bolts and check bearings and stuff like that. You know, they check the triple tree stem bearings and axle bearings, all that stuff. You know, just make sure that everything's still in good shape, that something didn't all of a sudden go critically wrong and start blowing up or something. So yeah, there's more to it than just a little bit of an oil change and, you know, a fluid check type thing. But still, $400, that seems kind of expensive. But, you know, when a shop charges $150 an hour, you know, it adds up rather quickly. But the shop said that she's in great shape. Everything looked really good. Nothing came out of the oil that shouldn't have. You know, coolant level still looks good, so it's not leaking in the engine or anything like that. So Mercy is good to go. She has got the stamp of approval. The other update I want to give you guys is on Angel. And that is where the title of this video comes into play. I have gotten word from my insurance, and they have declared Angel a total loss. Yeah. Now, that does not mean I have to give her up. You know, a lot of people think that if an insurance company says it's a total loss, that they come, you sign over the bike, they give you a big check to cover your loss, and they take it away. No, it's not quite like that. They actually give you two choices, and that is one choice. You know, if you don't want to go through the headaches of repairing it and finding parts for it and stuff like that, you can absolutely take the payout, sign over the title to them. They'll take it off to auction and try to auction it off, you know, and get some of that money that they just gave you back to them, you know. Oh, I'm seeing lights behind me. I have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'm even hearing the siren. Yep, they're still coming this way. I'm just keeping my eyes back there just to see if they turn off on one of those side streets. And, geez, that car just pulled out right in front of them. Oh, people are so stupid and arrogant. Okay, so anyway, I'll just keep heading out of town and see if they follow me. Anyway, the second option to having a total loss vehicle is that they lower the amount that they will give you, but you get to keep the vehicle. You can take that money that they give you. You can take that money they give you and, you know, find the parts and try to get the vehicle fixed yourself. You know, the only problem is you got to kind of know about how much it's going to cost you to get that vehicle fixed. You know, are they going to give you enough to do that? Well, if you're someone like me who likes to work on their own bike, I can do that. You know, it's just literally unbolting and bolting something back on. You know, the front fender, 4 bolts, pull it off, put the new fender on, 4 bolts, it's done. The rear fender, a little more involved because you got some electricals that run through it, so you got to disconnect those, undo the lights. You know, if you get a new rear fender that doesn't have the lights, or a used rear fender that doesn't come with the lights, so you got to swap it all over and stuff, but it's all plug and play. You know, it's stuff that's original to the bike. So a couple of bolts, take it off, you know, that kind of thing. Well, so I, of course, have opted for the keep the bike payout. And they have sent me the money. If you've paid attention to my last couple of videos, I even jumped the gun a bit and started trying to order parts. I cannot get any part that has the red and silver on it. I just can't find it. Rear fender, front fender, just cannot find it anywhere. I ended up going with a black front fender, but I have purchased some color matching paint. So when I did the gas tank and I did that little paint repair to that welded burnt area around the front side of my, I should say the back side of my tank, I did the same thing. Okay, I'm going with the same company and everything. I think it's Touch Up Direct, I think is the name of it. Yeah, I'm not seeing those emergency vehicle lights anymore, so they must have turned off way back there somewhere. So yeah, I'm using the Touch Up Direct paint. You know, they are color coded to match the original paint on the bike, so I do enjoy that. The only problem I'm having now, though, is I cannot get the little pin stripings that separate the two colors. I can't even order that. So I have to come up with something to kind of match and duplicate that that pin striping. And I've ordered, basically the only thing I really need is a yellow, because on Angel, if you look down at my tank here, you see gray, black, and then a gray. Well, on Angel, it's a yellow and a silver and a red. And I figure the silver, well, that can be the Phantom Silver, so I don't need to actually have a silver pinstripe. And then the red, I could actually take a 1/16 of an inch pinstripe masking tape. So once I put down the red, I can mask off what I want to stay red, and then when I put the silver, I can just pull the masking tape off and I'll have my silver, red, and all that. It's the yellow. That yellow, I don't know how close I can get to match that yellow color, and that's kind of where I'm having issues. I've ordered 2 different yellows. I think it's from a company called Oracle, and I ordered, let's see, what was it called? I think there's one that's called Bright Yellow, and another one that was called signal yellow or yellow signal or something, you know, kind of like a yellow light on a stop and go light. So maybe it has a slight ambery tint to it. So I'm just gonna kind of see which one goes well, you know, hold it up to the fender and see which one matches more closely. I don't think I can find an exact match, okay? And of course, you're looking at the colors on your computer screen, and not everybody uses a good camera and it doesn't show the exact color that it is, so you just don't know. I've seen images of the same, supposedly the same roll of pinstriping, and you know, it's the signal yellow. Some look darker than others, some look brighter than others. It's like you just don't know what you're gonna get. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Angel. She was considered a total loss, but I am keeping her. I have received the black front fender. I might just throw the fender on for now, and then when I get the rear fender and get that on, at least I got something to ride. I don't have to paint it right away, but at least I can get out and keep riding, you know what I mean? I don't have to rely on Mercy for all of it. Which, don't get me wrong, I love riding the bike. But, you know, she is a heavier bike, and having Angel, a bit of a cruiser, you know, a little bit lighter weight and stuff like that, it's nice. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm standing with my life and all the updates on what's going on with Angel and with Mercy. So I think I'm going to leave the video at that, and of course I'll keep you guys updated. I still have not received a garage door yet, but again, hopefully I can have it, and maybe before the end of the month. I don't know. Alright, well, this is Mark saying thank you so much for watching. Always believe, heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Bye, guys.